I'm getting money.
Welcome to Secure the Bag, Week 18. What it do?
What up, dude? What up, fam?
Nothing much, man. Another day in paradise. You know, we are coming to you this Friday before the final weekend in the final regular season weekend in the NFL. And it's just been a crazy ride already. I can't believe we're here to Week 18. It's the longest
I know.
NFL season ever, but it seems like it went by in a flash.
Seriously.
Like, it was so quick, but you know what I'm saying? We learned a lot. I think we learned a lot personally and together, you know what I'm saying, as a group regarding sports betting.
Yep.
We put out a statistic earlier this week on our Instagram that Arizona sports betting, it gathered $777 million in the first 2 months. So just September and October. So this is just insane to hear that. They knew what they were doing as far as like starting it early. It was actually supposed to start January 1st, and they moved it up to the start of the NFL season. And $777 million in the first 2 months. That's insane. That, you know, they're going over $1 billion in just a couple months. So wild. I'm excited to see the final numbers of what was bet in 2021. You know what I'm saying? In just that little 4-month period in Arizona, but just insane. As we've talked about a lot, you know, sports betting is becoming such a predominant thing. You know, the leagues are getting aligned with it. More and more celebrities and athletes and stuff are getting involved with it. So it's no longer taboo. You know what I'm saying? It used to be something that was hushed. It used to be something that was only done offshore type things.
I know.
And now it's at the forefront. So I'm glad that we're a part of it, and we'll continue to kind of grow with this as well. But I think we did pretty solid for our first year, and we'll hopefully finish on a strong note as well.
Oh, man, most definitely. I was psyched when we found out it was coming to AZ, and just want to continue to do it, man. Sports is year-round, no matter what sport. But so, you know, we got baseball starting up here in hopefully baseball in a couple of months starting up here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get too ahead of myself.
A couple other teams, No, exactly. So we're going to continue our Secure the Bag. It's just no longer going to be centered around the NFL, but we're, you know, just keep bringing like some sports betting things. And as we evolve too, I know like for Strizzy and I, NFL is our number one sport. We haven't gotten rich yet, but we've definitely made strides. So that's what's up.
Definitely have some good ones.
Yeah, we're going to keep it moving like that. So that's what's up. Let's go ahead and get into our final week of Secure the Bag. And then we'll get up out of here for y'all. But we just want to say thank you guys for being here. We appreciate everybody in the comments, whether you're watching now or later. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to play along and kind of throw your picks out there. So let's get it. Let's start with our little example. You know, we always like to talk about it. If you're new to sports betting, the line and the total, you know, the line is what the favorite team has to win by. Total is the over-under. And then the money line is how much you'll win for a $100 bet, or how much you'll have to bet in order to win $100 if it's in that negative. So couple other things going on. Colts, they have a big scenario. They're in a situation where they win and get into the playoffs, but they have not won in Jacksonville since 2014. Just kind of one of those interesting things to throw out there. You know what I'm saying? These trends happen in NFL for whatever reason. But let's see if the Colts can get over that hump this weekend. What else do we have? Derrick Henry. He's not going to be back this week, it looks like, but he has been practicing this week, and he's eyeing a return for the playoffs. That could be huge for the Titans. They lost him early on, but they have held on, and they might even get the top seed in the AFC. So
for sure,
I might get that extra bye week to get him healthy. And then also we still have more questions and fallout regarding the AB situation. I wanted to talk about a little bit about what you found out, or, you know, kind of the research you've been doing on this one real quick.
So, man, so you already know what it is, dude. The AB Chronicles continue to go on. You know, I love to be like, I'm surprised, but I'm not. You know what I mean? It's AB, for crying out loud. And so apparently this Instagram model, OnlyFans, entrepreneur type chick, her name's Ava Louise. She apparently, her and AB were exchanging text messages about linking up, hooking up. Sunday night, the night before the Jets game last week, when we saw, you know, AB kind of, dip out mid game when they were currently losing to the Jets, and apparently, like, he was like talking to her, talking about, you know, F the NFL, I'm out, I'm done with the NFL, blah 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 blah, and I think she took it as a token to, like, you know, make a little bit more money off of this. Apparently, she makes a ton of money on what she does already, and I guess after they had slept together. I guess AB's we'll say his team, I guess, paid her like $10,000 of hush money, but she was like, $10,000 is nothing to me. Like, I guess like that's basically what she says. Like, $10,000 wasn't enough, and like apparently they didn't have her sign nothing. So it's like they gave her $10,000 of hush money, but like they didn't make her sign no NDA or anything like that. So it just, man, just
That's
AB,
crazy.
yeah, all the way messing up. And then on top of that, she tested positive for COVID. So like not only did he break the COVID protocols by having somebody in his hotel room for the game, she actually tested positive for COVID. So you know she was around AB. AB was around the team. Like I'm pretty sure we're gonna see some
More fallout,
Buccaneers,
yeah.
yeah, missing out for this
I'm
Sunday
sure
game.
that they probably weren't socially distancing when they met up. Yeah, so
Nah, yeah, everything but that. You know what I'm saying?
that's all bad, man. That's all bad. Well, it's pretty funny. We've been doing our big show for 123 weeks in a row, and one of our main topics when we first started, like in our first like 5-6 episodes, was we had the big obligatory AB section where we talked about the new news from him, and
Yeah,
it's crazy that like over 2 years later, this dude is in the same,
he ain't
still in the
learned
news.
nothing.
Like that's crazy, but we'll see what happens. I personally believe that he has played his last down in the NFL, but I
Same,
don't know. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
same.
All right, let's go ahead and get off of the drama and let's get into our picks and knock this thing out for everybody. So, Strizzy, we're gonna do a quick recap of your picks for last week, my picks for last week. But before we start, as always, this is not actual betting advice, so
100%.
don't take it from us. All right. Last week we had Strizzy with the Lions, the Vikings, and the Steelers. And
Yeah,
honestly, it was a rough week, man. It was a rough week in the NFL in general, but it was a rough week for both of us personally. But the
yeah,
Steelers did come through with that underdog, you know what I'm saying, that win against Cleveland. So, you know what I'm saying, got that one bag, bringing your season total up to 25 from 24. So, not too
yeah,
bad.
for
Not
sure.
too bad at all. But next week when we do our playoff picks, we'll do like a percentage for both of us for the full season to see like how many picks we made exactly, and then how many wins, ties, draws, all that.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
thankfully the Steelers though they did come through for you with that Ben Roethlisberger.
I know.
You know,
I knew that one was a lock. The Minnesota one, I started like second guessing it at the end, like towards the end of the day when I was like, dang, more people are coming out. But yeah, that was a rough one.
yeah, most definitely. Got to say what's up to Unc real quick.
So,
What's going on? What's going on, Unc? Welcome to the show. We appreciate having you here with us as always. But yeah, let me go ahead and jump over to mine. And like you said, it was a rough week for both of us. So, you had the one bag, but for me, it was rough. No bags for me. The Broncos got absolutely smacked. I thought they would keep it close.
man, me too.
The Rams, they won, but they struggled, barely won against the Ravens, so they did not come through as the favorite at all. And then, like we talked about, Minnesota, they got absolutely smacked.
Yeah,
So
man. That
my
was a
season
rough week.
total remains at 22. I'm falling behind, but we got 3 more bags to try to secure, and we'll see if we can get that elusive perfect week. So
I
let's jump
know.
on into it, Strizzy. Let's talk about your first lock.
No, for sure. So yeah, man, Seattle Seahawks. So I think so. Cardinals, for whatever reason, they don't play very well at home. Honestly, they play better away for whatever reason. The Seahawks are showing that they would have been a really. I think they're showing that they would have been a really good team had Russell Wilson not gotten injured. It is a
Right.
division game, and I think Seattle could actually win this game. Last week's win against Dallas really didn't prove anything to me as far as the Cardinals go. Like that didn't look like a game where we're trying to get back on track. You know what I mean? I feel like both teams just didn't play very well offensively, and Cardinals just snuck one out. So I think Seahawks. I think they win this game. Honestly, if I'm being honest.
Got you. Yeah, I like that too. And like you're saying, the Cardinals, they don't necessarily play well at home, and they don't have a lot to play for either. I think they're locked into their spot. So
Yeah,
on the other hand, Russell Wilson's playing for potentially his finale with the Seahawks. So he wants to go out on a high note.
exactly.
Before we do your next bag, though, definitely got to shout out Bobby. Thank you for
Yeah,
stopping in. We
heck
appreciate
yeah,
you. We appreciate you. And yes, the bags did kill me last week. That was really rough, but as we know, it goes like that. It's on the painful side more often than the winning side.
for
So
sure.
all right, next up for you here.
Yeah, Steelers again, man. Tomlin's going to be the first coach ever to go, never have a losing season in his first 15 seasons as a coach, and
Insane.
yeah, and it's super insane. And honestly, the Steelers they're playing, I think, for a potential playoff spot. They haven't been eliminated yet. I feel like the Ravens are almost all but eliminated. You know what I mean? Like they need a ton of help to get back in this, and I think the way the NFL works, I think we see Ben Roethlisberger get into the playoffs for his final season. You know what I'm saying? So a little bit of a collusion, you know what I'm saying? But I still think that the Steelers have a really good spot at finishing, within 6 in this game.
Gotcha. Yeah, I agree too. They should probably win it, but definitely within 6. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, last up.
Lions. This one was a they don't want to end the year on another loss. It is Green Bay, but I think the spread is really short just because I think Green Bay is going to sit some people. So I think since Green Bay is sitting some people, I think that's the only reason why the Lions are not favored, but it's only 2.5. You know what I mean? So we'll see how it goes, but I like the Lions to end the season on a dub with Green Bay sitting some key players.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that this game means a lot more to them. And their head coach has shown like that this is not a team that's going to necessarily quit or just pack it in. So
exactly. And Green Bay's already, they've already locked up the top seed in the NFC. They can't drop any lower. They got their bye. So what's the point?
Right. No, I feel you. All right, I like that. So Strizzy, you're locked in with the Seahawks, the Steelers, and the Lions, all underdogs again. That's crazy.
But I like some of the underdog ones.
Yeah.
Sometimes the favorites are just a little too high for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I like it.
I feel it for sure. All right, let's jump over into mine. And speaking of underdogs, I'm starting with a big underdog here, the Jets. Plus 13.5 against the Bills. The Bills just, I don't know, man. They're really inconsistent. They're also pretty much locked into their spot, so they don't have a lot to play for. They're trying to avoid injury. The Jets, on the other hand, they play tough. We see what happened last week with the Tampa Bay game. They pretty much dominated that game until the last 2 minutes. Of course, Tom Brady did his thing like he always does, but I like the way the Jets are playing. They don't care about a draft pick spot. They're trying to play hard. They're trying to establish a winning culture. So I think that they should keep this game close. 13.5 just seems like too much for me.
And they're not going to get blown out twice in the same year. I think the Bills beat them by like 35. I think they skunked them the first time they played them. I think they didn't score at all.
So they have that revenge
again. Yeah,
right. I feel you. I think they got that revenge on their side. Yep. Another underdog I got here, the Cincinnati Bengals against the Browns. So the Bengals are underdogs because they're sitting their starting quarterback. They have Joe Mixon. He's out as well. So they're not going to have their starting quarterback or running back. But Jamar Chase, he is going to play. He needs like 50 yards, I think, to go for the all-time rookie record for receiving. So I think he has stuff to play for. I think that they'll do enough. The Browns are without their starting quarterback as well. I think that they're going to be heavy run game, but I'm honestly a little bit worried about Nick Chubb. Last week they needed him and they didn't play him. So I'm not really sure what's going on with him, but I think that he'll probably rest. And the Browns are pretty much punting on their season. It's over for them. So sure. I don't see why exactly the Browns are favored by so much. I'm taking the Cincinnati Bengals in a kind of close one as the underdog. So
for sure.
And then this last one, man, this last lock, I got the Chargers over the Raiders. This is a win get in scenario. But my thing is, like, I just am a little nervous because the Chargers seem to go up and down. And this is a divisional opponent. The Raiders have actually kind of turned their season around low key in the last like 2-3 weeks. They've been playing well. So this one could be a bad one. We'll have to wait until Sunday night. This is the finale of the season. So we'll see. But I am expecting a good game, and I like the Chargers in that one.
Me too.
But we'll see. All right, let's go ahead and knock out the full Week 18 schedule. We're going to just run through all of our picks against the money line. And just a couple things to remember here. The Colts, the Chargers, the Raiders, and the 49ers, all four of those teams, if they win, they're into the playoffs. The Saints, the Steelers, and the Ravens are still technically alive, but they need help, and other teams to lose. So that's what we're looking at going into Week 18. We're starting off on Saturday afternoon with the Chiefs at the Broncos. I like the Chiefs in this game, even though neither team really has much to play for, but the Broncos are pretty down bad, you know what I'm saying? They're missing some of their defensive starters, and they're missing their starting quarterback, so I got the Chiefs, even though this is not as big of a deal.
For sure. I'm with you on that. I got Kansas City as well. They want to keep the steam rolling, you know what I mean, for going into the playoffs without that bye week.
Absolutely. Anthony Wesson has joined us as well. We want to welcome him to the show. Came in just at the right time. He's got the Chiefs. And Bobby does remind us too, seeding purposes. That's true. So Kansas City is still in play for the number 1 seed in the AFC if the Titans lose to the Texans. So they are, they want to play, and I'm sure that they do want to finish strong and win that game just in case, what I'm saying, they can get that bye week. So we will see. All right. Next up on Saturday night, we have the Cowboys at the Eagles. Who do you like in this one?
This one worries me a little bit, but like, both are in right now, which is kind of crazy. I don't know how the Eagles are in based on their record and who's below them technically. It's kind of weird. I was looking at it yesterday or 2 days ago, and not really sure how they clinched. But clinched, I don't know.
Well, I think it's because the Saints, I think they have the tiebreaker over the Saints, and that's the only one that could potentially catch up with them. So
Okay.
I think that's the scenario, and that's why that they're technically clinched a playoff spot. They could be that last seed or actually second to last, depending on how it all shakes out.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
yeah,
but I'm kind of nervous about this one as well. I'm gonna pick the Cowboys. I'm hoping that the Cowboys do win the game, and I think that they're wanting to build a little bit momentum. Only thing that sucks is that the Cowboys are going to be missing a couple starters on the offensive line. They are missing Micah Parsons, and they are missing Tony Pollard, the backup running back. So a little bit depleted, but I'm almost thinking this is like a gut check. Like, okay, can y'all win a game? Like, can you get something going before the playoffs? And also, low-key, I don't want to lose to the Eagles because we might end up playing them again.
I know.
Like very next week. So definitely don't want to see that. Anthony Weston, he's got the Eagles on this one. Maybe they do have more to play for, but I'm just hoping the Cowboys find a way. So
yeah,
we'll see.
And who knows, man? Like, I know I hate saying this, but it's like if they're gonna play them again first round of the playoffs, maybe you do want them to lose this week. You know what I'm saying?
Join and just
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know though. Get your guys right, get you guys healthy, then play them at full strength in another week or two. So
right. For me, see. I just even though win, lose, or draw, I just want the offense to get clicking and score some touchdowns. That's what I'm looking for sure.
That's real.
So that's our Saturday games, but we'll move into Sunday, the final weekend, the final Sunday of the NFL season. Starting off with the top, we have Cincinnati Bengals at Cleveland Browns. I'm with Cincinnati on this one.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Cincinnati, I think they're just a better team. Even without Joe Burrow, they still have a pretty decent run game, offense line, and playing decently well. And the receivers are still stacked. Cleveland, it's Chubb. That's their offense. And right. If he's not playing, they have nothing going for him.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Anthony Weston's on Cleveland, and I do think if Chubb has a big game, that they could definitely win this game.
Yeah.
But the Bengals, I don't know. I think one thing that's been underappreciated is the Bengals are more than just Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. Honestly, like they're a good team.
Yeah.
But they could rest everyone. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. But I'm hoping enough of their players kind of get out there to get it done. Next up, we have Green Bay at Detroit. I have Green Bay in this one, although Detroit they play hard, but I think Jordan Love might come into this game and establish a little bit of a rhythm and see if maybe he gets a new job somewhere else next year. But I'm going with Green Bay in this one.
Yeah, it's weird. I like Detroit at the 2.5. But you're right, man. Jordan Love didn't play very well in the game where he had to play for when Aaron Rodgers was suspended or whatever, or didn't play. But I don't know. This was kind of tough for me.
Yeah, that will be a weird matchup, and it's that division game, so you never know.
True. I'm gonna go Detroit for now.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. Anthony says he wonders if Aaron will go. Apparently, his plan is to play, but I think what they're gonna do is let him go out there a little bit and then pull him out early. So we'll see. But he said he wants to play. I don't know if the coaching staff agrees. They haven't really said yet.
Like a preseason game.
Yeah, exactly. All right, next up we have Chicago at Minnesota.
I like Minnesota. I just think offensively they're a better team, and the defense plays well at times. And I think Cousins should be back. You know what I mean? This week, right?
Yeah, I think he will be back, but they're talking about if he's not, then starting Kellen Mond potentially instead of the other old boy Simeon. So I don't know, but this is weird. This is a division game. It's a little bit of a pride on the line, but really both of these teams are not playing for much.
Yeah.
I'm kind of going with Minnesota as well, but and I think we'll probably see the end of Fangio in Chicago.
For sure.
I think it's over for him. All right, next up we have Washington at New York Giants.
Washington. New York is so bad. Washington actually looked pretty decent last week after getting trampled by the Cowboys, but New York hasn't looked good at all this year. Even in their wins,
at
they
all.
look bad. Yeah, yeah, for real, like at all. Like at no point in time has this team looked good this year. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with Washington as well. I think that they're going to try to get ready for their new name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
so they're going to want to end on a winning. He's got the Giants in this one. He's got the Giants in a little bit of upset. Anthony says, the New York needs to clean house.
They do.
And I think Joe Judge gets another year though. I think he survives somehow. All right, let's speed this thing up here. Indianapolis Colts at Jacksonville Jaguars. Colts, this should be simple, but the Jaguars, you never know. They might throw a little bit of a dash into the Colts playoff plans, but I'm going with the Colts.
Yeah, me too. I think they get that dub. I think the Colts are a different team than the Jaguars than they've been the last five seasons. I think they get this dub and get into the playoffs.
Yeah. All right, next up, Pittsburgh Steelers at Baltimore Ravens. I think I'm on the Steelers. I think that they'll get it done in Ben's last game and maybe even make it into the playoffs.
Same. I actually agree with you on that. I think Baltimore is struggling. They're just so beat up. It's like, why would you want to get in almost? You know what I mean? It's like your whole team is just beat up. Get a
out
better
of guys. They have nobody left.
Exactly. Get a better draft pick. You know what I'm saying? Get a better draft pick.
And Anthony Weston says, is Lamar going? He is not.
Yeah, he's not going.
But I'm telling you, Huntley played himself into a job. That's for sure.
Oh, for sure. He might not even be there next year.
Yeah, I think he's going to get a chance somewhere else. Also, we have Grace joining the show.
Yeah,
what's up, Grace? Happy Friday.
Happy
Friday. We appreciate you being with us. And yeah, on a Friday of all things, you know what I'm saying? Not our normal secure the bag day, but feeling good, you know what I'm saying? Ready to get into this weekend. All right, next up, we have the final one of the morning, Tennessee Titans at Houston Texans. I think that the Titans handle business in this one, and they remain the number one seed in the AFC.
Agree with you. I don't think Houston's been upsetting some people lately, but I don't think it's going to be. I don't think this is it. I think Tennessee wins this game too.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Moving into the afternoon, we have New Orleans at Atlanta.
This one's tricky. This one's tough. I think both teams are struggling. But I think New Orleans somehow sneaks in. You know what I mean? I think they somehow sneak in, get this W. Yeah. Take the last seed in the NFC playoffs.
Yeah, I think that I can see the Saints winning this one, and they need a little bit of help, but I think that they might get in. I think that they would need the 49ers to lose as well, so that's another tough game. We'll see about that. Let's see though. Bobby and them. Anthony says, "I hope Houston." Sorry of that. Of the other game. Bobby says, "F y'all," but we're just telling the truth, Bobby. It looks like that's what it's gonna be. But yeah. So and then let's see what else we say. Oh no, Bobby. Yeah, he's picking Houston. We'll go ahead and put your money on that one. We'll see how that works out. All right. Next up, we have New York Jets at Buffalo Bills. I think the Buffaloes roll in this one, but not like crazy, but I think they're going to win this one.
Me too. I think the game is close in the first half. Jets might even be up, but I think in the second half Buffalo kind of takes control and gets away from them.
Yeah, for sure. And possibly the matchup of the afternoon, we have the San Francisco 49ers at the Los Angeles Rams. The 49ers need this game to get in. The Rams need this game to clinch the NFC West, which is probably the toughest division. One of the toughest divisions in football for sure. So definitely. I don't really know how I'm leaning on this, but some other notes for the game. Looks like Trey Lance is going to go again. He did pretty well last week, 2 picks and an interception, but and also I would say San Francisco just seems to own the Rams in the last. Sean McVay has been there, so
yeah.
I don't know how to go, but I'm thinking I'm going with the Rams, but I could easily see this one going to the 49ers.
Definitely. I just feel like this game is going to depend on if I'm sorry, I lost the quarterback's name.
Trey Lance, Matthew Stafford?
Matthew Stafford. If he doesn't turn the ball over, I think Los Angeles wins easily. But if he continues to turn the ball over the way he's done the last couple of weeks, man, he's going to cost them this game. They barely made it through an obliterated Ravens team last week because of all the picks he threw. So they take care of the football. I think they win easy. If they don't, I think San Francisco wins.
Yeah. I feel you. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one. Unc likes San Francisco. Anthony Weston likes the Rams. So, yeah, we'll see. We're a little bit split on that one. Next up, New England at Miami. So this game is always a classic game to end the year. Miami has pulled some great upsets. New England is locked into their playoff position. Miami is out, unfortunately, but they've had a great year. And I think that they might go ahead and sneak and get one more win this year. I am taking Miami in this game.
So am I. I think Coach Belichick, New England, I don't think he cares about winning the division because it's not going to get him the number 1 seed. So I think they rest some players, go in healthy, get healthy. I think Miami wins this game too.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Anthony Weston, he says Miami, New England struggles there, but he does say, he mentioned that New England has a shot at the number 1 seed still.
Oh, they do? I thought they were 1 game down still, or 2 games
I don't
down.
know. Maybe it's a mix of like all of if the Chiefs and Titans lose. There you go. Thank you.
Okay.
So yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, we'll see how that works. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why though. I just feel like.
Well, it's funny too. So actually, it's if the Chiefs, Titans, and the Bills lose, because technically the Bills, if the Bills win, they have the tiebreaker. I think based on division play, maybe or something. Yeah, division play. I think so. They'd actually have to. 3 of those teams have to lose. I think.
Dang. So yeah. So that's kind of a long shot, but I think it's mute because I think Miami finds a way to stick it to them.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Seattle at Arizona. We talked about this. This is one of your locks. I'm kind of going with Seattle as well. I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like the Cardinals struggle at home, and I feel like that they might have an eye on the playoffs. So
yeah,
this game might be a wash for them.
I think they're still struggling. I am with you, Seattle. I don't think that win against the Cowboys last week was like dominating or anything of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're still struggling a little bit.
Yeah, and I like Seattle because this is their playoff, and they all like. As Anthony Weston just said, they always win in Arizona.
Sure.
And it seems like when they're here, it's like half the fans are Seattle fans. It's like I think it's like a home game away from home. So
for sure.
All right, next up we have Carolina at Tampa Bay.
I'm
going with Tampa Bay. I feel like they're going to be working out different receivers, man, and figuring out who's going to be that replacement for AB.
Yeah.
And Carolina, I think, obviously their season is over, but I do think that Matt Rule gets another shot next year.
He probably will. I haven't really heard anything about him not. I've been seeing a lot of things like the players are behind him. You know what I mean? I want him to be better with his decision making, obviously, because like he's made a lot of really bad decisions. And as much as I love Cam, I think Cam deserves better than a coach who's gonna basically blame him every time they lose type deal. Whereas like when Cam's being interviewed, he backs Rule all the time. Even when they were calling for his job, Cam backs him and all this other stuff. So it's like I just think Cam deserves better. So get him out of there.
Yeah. We'll see. Anthony West says Tampa is going to break some point with all the drama. Unk says Terrell Owens is going to Tampa.
I saw that.
Oh man. If it was like the NBA where they could get replacement players and they were bringing back all the old heads, like you never know, you could give him a shot. He could run some routes probably.
He actually didn't look too bad, but I think cool. You got the speed still. We know you can catch, but I don't think his body will hold up. He looks great. Dude looks great, but like I think after that first set, he'll be like, oh dang.
Yeah, it's not that serious. For sure. Like he's always been in great shape, but not like this, and it's been too long. So, all right, the final game of the 2021 regular season for Week 18 is Sunday Night Football. This is the winner get in. The Chargers at the Raiders. I'm going with the Chargers on this one, but I just feel like this is really a coin flip game. It depends on who shows up. Who shows up to the stadium that Sunday night, but I'm putting my faith in Herbert to get this one done and for them to get into the playoffs.
Me too. I'm with you. I hope this is I hope it's another high scoring Sunday night game. Like I just want there to be so many points scored and to come down to like the last second by a field goal. You know what I'm saying? But I got Chargers. I'm with you. Chargers by 3.
That's what's up. All right. Looks like the chat is with us too, with the Chargers mostly. So there it is. You know what I'm saying? That's the full Week 18 schedule. And we've made our picks for every single week in the NFL week, except for Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? We did take Thanksgiving off to kind of have that meal with the family and stuff like that. But we've been here every week doing our picks, and it's been a lot of fun learning about all the different, sports betting tips and stuff, learning about how to go against the spread and really to try to do this research has been a lot of fun. And, you know what I'm saying? We're not rich, but we ain't broke either. So we're doing our thing. We're doing all right.
For sure.
So, that's what it is. Anthony Weston, real quick on that last, he says he thinks Raiders, but he hates both these teams. And I can
right.
see the Raiders getting in just to kind of thwart the Chargers and then just to get smacked in the first round. Like,
Mm,
honestly,
for
like
real.
that'd probably be how it would go down. But that's what it is. All right, that was a full week 18 schedule. Like we were talking about, we're going to continue to do this through the playoff run. But obviously there's going to be less picks, so we'll probably still do about the same amount of time, but we'll maybe just do a little bit more in-depth research on each, or a little more analysis like on each matchup. You know what I'm saying? Because there will only be like a handful of them. But that's that. I do want to say real quick too. Also, sad news today. Rest in peace to Sidney Poitier,
Yeah.
a great trailblazer, legend. Did a lot for black folks in general. Like, I don't know any other way to say it. Like, this man showed that you can command respect, you can carry yourself a certain way, and you can walk in any circle and not have to lose yourself and not have to sell out either. So I just want to say that was very sad news. I'm gonna be watching In the Heat of the Night today, and in honor of him, and definitely maybe pour one out for him. I don't know, he wasn't really a drinker, he was a classy guy, but I'm still pouring out for him
That's real.
because that's how I handle my stuff. So, and yeah, Anthony Weston, unfortunately, that news did pass earlier today. So yeah, man, that was just very sad. So definitely, since we're gonna be on, not sports related, but have to throw that out there, you know what I'm saying? And put my flowers on such a legend. So
Definitely.
let's stop losing people though. Come on. I
I
mean,
know.
what's going on? But all right, that was secure the bag for week 18 in the NFL. That was our 3 locks each, and then our money line picks. Like I said, we appreciate you guys always rocking with us and being here with us. We will be back Tuesday for episode 124 of the big show of the big Say Like a Champ, and then we'll be back next week to bring you some more playoff looks and those final playoff matchups. So that's what it is. It's your boy AW
And your boy Strizzy.
Peace.